At it Tuesday night at Fenway Park. Jorge Posada working with A.J. Burnett. Remember, they had a rocky end to last year's relationship. Burnett preferred to work with Jose Molina. This is Victor Martinez, the Boston catcher, working on Burnett. Two-run shot, his first of the year, 3-1 Red Sox. 5 innings of work, 3 earned runs for Burnett. We go to the 5th now. Yankees trailing 3-2. Alex Rodriguez was 1 out and runners on the corners, and A-Rod's delivering. Here comes Derek Jeter. A-Rod starting the season with clutch hitting. John Lester, 5 innings of work, 4 earned runs. Game tied at 3. We go to the 8th. It's 4-4 now. Hideki Okajima facing Jeter. 2 on and 2 out. Marco Scudero's got that. The throw, not ideal. Kevin Youkilis can't handle it. Jeter's safe. That extends the inning. Next batter, Nick Johnson, up with a 3-1 count. Okajima walks him. Here comes Jorge Posada. 5-4 Yankees. Bottom 8, after strikeout Adrian Beltre, Jabba Chamberlain facing J.D. Drew. 2 outs and the tying run at second, but got him with a breaking ball. Red Sox lead the tying run at second. Now here comes Mariano Rivera in the 9th with a 6-4 lead. Dustin Pedroia flies out, and that'll do it. Yankees win at 6-4, just their 3rd win in their last 12 games at Fenway.
Is followed by Ian Snell. That's how it is for Seattle with Cliff Lee on the DL. M's and A's in Oakland. Oh, and the 808 striking for the A's, Kurt Suzuki. Homering off Snell, his first, tying the game at 1. That came in the bottom of the 4th. 9th inning. How about Kaneko Teixeira from Maui? Kaneko getting it done, gets Rajai Davis right there. And then Derek Barton pops out to left. We got 2 808s in the highlight.
We just need some macadamia nuts.
Dang. Top 10, bartender, Jack. Davis. No, I'm sorry. We already gave last call. Bottom 10. Mark Ellis gets to Kanekoa there on the 0-2 pitch. Eric Patterson scores, and the A's win a wild one. 2-1 your final.
Twins and Angels back at it in Anaheim. Angels took the opener with a big debut from Hideki Matsui. Joe Mauer struggled against Joe Saunders. I use past tense there. He was 0 for 8 with 1 strikeout in his career. 90-mile-per-hour fastball into the rocks. 2-run shot. Mauer gets his first career hit against Saunders. Justin Morneau and J.J. Hardy also went deep. Now, Angels fans began putting on their Hideki Matsui fleece blankets. Forget the fleece. Well, let's call them what they are. They're Snuggies, okay? Now, the Guinness World Record, most Snuggies, was in a Cavaliers game at Quicken Loans Arena. That was 17,758. You see, they got the world record. They got a certificate to prove it. But the Angels got 30,000 people to put them on, so that's a new record. Congratulations. Bottom 9, new Twins closer John Roush on the hill gets Eric Ibar, 91 miles per hour. Put that in your Snuggie. Twins going to win at 5-3. Roush with his first AL save. Nick Blackburn, 3 runs, 8 hits over 6 2/3.
Oh, it doesn't get any better than this. Old Milwaukee hosting Colorado. Rocks won the opener 5-3. Oh, they got called the Wolf. Randy Wolf, Dodger from the Dodgers. Brewers debut. Todd Helton scores Carlos Gonzalez. It's 1-0 Rockies. Wolf, 6 2/3, 4 earned, 8 Ks. Greg Smith from LSU.
All right.
Bottom half of the inning, 2 on, 2 out. Casey McGee, 3-run homer. Brewers respond with 3 in the first. They got a 3-1 lead. Bottom 5, 4-3 Brewers. Ricky Weeks off Smith. He goes solo, his first. It's 5-3. So here we are, top 9. Rockies down 2. Jason Giambi pinch hitting. He's the tying run, and oh, shut it. Giambi strikes out chasing Trevor Hoffman. Career save, 592.
Padres and Diamondbacks continue their series in Phoenix. Arizona took the opener on Monday. Edwin Jackson going for Arizona. And Will Venable, glad to see him. Venable's first hit of the season. And the Padres up 3-0. We go to the bottom of the 7th now. Diamondbacks trailing 5-2. 2 on, 2 out. Mike Adams on the mound against Justin Upton. Tony Abreu scores as Upton beats out the throw. Diamondbacks down 5-3 now. Next batter is Adam LaRoche. And, well, LaRoche's not going to be able to get any more runs home. Inning over. Threat over. Go to the 9th now. 1 out, full count. Adrian Gonzalez facing Chad Qualls. No doubt about that one. Gonzalez, the second home run in as many games. Padres going to win at 6-3. They get 4 RBI from Everett Cabrera.
Opening day for the Rays and Orioles in Tampa St. Pete. We're going to go right to the 9th. Rays closer Rafael Soriano pitching. Orioles up 1, bases loaded, 2 outs. Remember, Miguel Tejada ended last season with a 21-game hitting streak. 0 for 5 in this game. Bottom 9, new Orioles closer Mike Gonzalez. 1 on, 1 out. Kelly Shopik Get out! Or will it? Did it? Is it? A walk-off? What is it? Ball hits under the yellow line, stays in the park. Chopik missed it by that much. But he's on second with a double. Carl Crawford 0 for 3 at this point. Bases loaded, 1 out. That's Sean Rodriguez will score. That ties it. Chopik slides in. He's way safe. Crawford, the walk-off hit. The Rays win it 4-3, your final. Giants beat the Astros on opening day. Do they make it 2 in a row? Well, history says no way, because Barry Zito's lost his last 9 decisions in April. That's dating back to 2007. But he's looking good. Michael Bourne looking. Hunter Pence, a swinger. Zito, 6 innings, 5 Ks, 3 hits. Wandy Rodriguez historically has struggled against the Giants. Aubrey Huff makes sure that history continues. He singles. Edgar Renteria scores. That was after Rodriguez had walked the first 2 batters in the inning. It was 1-0, and then 2 batters later for Benji Molina. Pablo Sandoval going to tag and score as the ball's caught.
Who's blocking the plate when he's coming in?
Yeah,
nobody.
I'm out. You got next. Giants win 3-0. Women basketball, steak and eggs. Just like top plays at 10, Padres, Diamondbacks, Tony Gwynn. Remember him chasing that inside the park homer in Monday's opener? Well, Chris Young chases that down. The diving catch. Padres win it 6-3.
Number 9, Spurs and Kings. Manu Ginobili. You know, he's good for one top play nominee at least every single game. And look at that. What a great finisher, Manu Ginobili.
Market 8, dude. Thunder Jazz. What a ball game. Carlos Boozer got teed up for the stare over Serge Ibaka. Not a manicure, not a pedicure. It was a facial.
Number 7, Canadians and Islanders. Maxime Lapierre gets the pass to center ice, splits 2 defenders, fakes out Martin Biron, and scores. Now, when your name is Maxime, you got to bring it. And he did. Islanders win it 4-3 in the shootout.
You may remember Flyers goalie Brian Boucher's brother, Bobby. Brian with 23 saves. This one, the most impressive. Philadelphia moves past Boston into 7th in the East with the 2-0 win over the Maple Leafs.
Number 5, listen and enjoy.
Calderon again, belted by LeBron James. Kept it in play as well. Get that weak stuff out of here. LBJ up top to Dixon. There's a highlight maker for the season of 09.
LeBron.
At 4, Blackhawks stars Dave Bolin pass lying face down on the ice. Sounds like me in a Bristol winter. Adam Burrish, Patrick Kane, FOP. Kane finishes, Blackhawks win 5-2.
It's been a year. That's all in the past now. At number 3, Barcelona and Arsenal. Lionel Messi. Recognize. In behind the defense all along. I mean, that was easy. This, a little bit more difficult, but he got it done anyway. 4 goals for Messi. 4. And Barcelona wins it 4-1.
At 2, you want to save you're going to be talking about at the water cooler the next day? How about Ryan Miller? Oh, man. Sabres are going to clinch the Northeast, and that save is ridiculous, and the Rangers in trouble.
At number 1, holler at your girls. UConn beat Stanford 53-47. Of course they did. 78 straight victory. Of course it was. Maya Moore, most outstanding player. Of course she was. In his last 6 starts against the Rockies, but he got out there and tried it again. Top of the first, Rockies up 1-0. Miguel Olivo at bat with the bases loaded. Davis with a wild pitch. Dexter Fowler comes in to score. Rockies go up 2-0. And pitching coach Rick Peterson calling the bullpen in the first inning. Not a good sign. Guys, get up. We don't know about Davis here. 2 batters later, bases loaded. Melvin Mora over to third. Brewers get the out at second. They can't turn the double play. Troy Tulowitzki scores. Davis would remain in the game. 6 hits, 4 runs in 4 innings. We go to the 6th now. Jody Garrett pinch hitting against Randy Flores. Down the line, Casey McGee coming in to score. Brewers rally to take the lead 5-4. Jim Edmonds a part of that rally. He scored the run that tied it. So now, little Hell's Bells in Milwaukee. Trevor Hoffman coming in to close it out. Facing Brad Hawpe, who had the day off already and was pinch hitting. And that'll do it. 593 for Hoffman. Brewers hold on to win it 5-4. Colorado scoreless over the final 5 innings.
White Sox, Indians in Chicago. Cleveland looking for its first win for new manager Manny Acta. Who's your man here? Bottom 3, Fausto Carmona facing Paul Konerko. Paulie! Second of the year, it's 3-0 White Sox. Top 4, the The Indians going to kill some of that buzz that Konerko created. Grady Sizemore facing Jake Peavy. Singles to right. Matt Laporta scores. Mike Redmond scores. 3-0, now 3-3. Top 7, Laporta. Ball game still tied. He doubles. Alex Rios needs longer arms. Shin-Soo Choo scores. Indians get their first win for their new man here. 5-3 is your final.
Matt Garza, 18-9 against the AL East for his career. Division game against the Orioles. Pitched very effectively against Nolan Reimold. Brian Roberts swinging. Luke Scott, may I help you? No thanks, I'm just looking. 8 innings of work, 1 earned run. He struck out 9. Bottom 5, raised down 2-1. 2 men on, Evan Longoria up. That'll be good for a 2-run double off Jeremy Guthrie, and the Rays with a 3-2 lead. Bottom 8, same score, Longoria. That one is headed for Wisteria Lane off Clay Meredith. Second homer of the season for Longoria. Rays going to win it.
Ball's most talked about rivalry, Red Sox-Yankees. John Lackey debut rubber game. Top 1, no score, 1 on, 2 outs. Alex Rodriguez, liner to center. Mike Cameron got that. Lackey, 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 Ks, and no runs. David Ortiz, bottom 3. Singles off Andy Pettit. First hit, first RBI of the season for Poppy, who's 1 for 11 on the season. Ask him about it if you want to hear him swear. Let's go bottom 5. Still 1-0. 1 on, 2 outs. Kevin Youkilis. Oh, that'll hurt.
Oh.
Pettit, 6 innings, 6 hits, and that hit there. Terry Francona comes out. Youkilis stays in the game. John Lackey.
Oh.
I got your back, bro. Hits Jeter. Home plate umpire says, I'm warning you, and no, we got another everybody funny, you funny too. Let's go 7. It's still Big Poppy's RBI on the board for Boston. Daniel Bard against Nick Swisher. 0-2 count, singles. J.D. Drew throwing. Victor Martinez doesn't have it. Jorge Posada, who doubled off Scott Schoenweiss, scored. This game's tied. It will remain that way. We go extras. 10th, top, empty. Jonathan Papelbon. Curtis Granderson. He now has 2 homers against Papelbon in his career. The only player with more than 1 homer off Papelbon.
The single season record. The second game of that series, and Pujols just looking at that one. Struck out twice in this game. Bottom 4, 2-0 Cardinals, 3-1 count. Adam Wainwright gets Joey Votto. Wainwright struck out 6 against Votto again. He gave up 2 runs on 3 hits, went 7 innings. All right, 2 on for Pujols now. Big situation here, and he's delivering. He's only hitting his 4 at-bats, but it drives in a run, and it cut the lead to just 3-2. So the Cardinals within 1. Later in the inning, same score. Here comes Matt Holliday now. Not a whole lot you can do against this Cardinals lineup. Holliday 2 for 5, 2 runs, pair of RBI. Brendan Ryan and Pujols come in to score. Holliday in with a double. Cardinals win it 6-3. The Reds treated their fans to fireworks after the game. Cards fans got theirs during the game as St. Louis gave the Cubs a 16-5 beatdown on Monday. That series continued in Atlanta. You see Ryan Dempster's numbers for his career against Atlanta. Here comes Jason Hayward with a man on second and 2 outs, and Hayward, the Braves rookie phenom, brings Brian McCann home. He was 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, so tell Cooperstown, hold on. That was his first career double. Bottom 3rd, Dempster in some trouble. Bases loaded, 1 out, but he gets Troy Gloss. Struck out 9 in 6 innings, including, Escobar. Dempster out of the jam. The Cubs retired 15 straight Atlanta batters at one point. Things were going good. Here comes Chipper Jones, though, off John Graybo. He guessed right on a changeup, and the Braves up 3-2. Jones with his first go-ahead home run in the 8th inning or later since May of 2006. And now here comes Billy Wagner. Gets Giovanni Soto. Wagner strikes out the side for his first save with Atlanta. Braves win 3-2. Cubs bullpen has given up 10 runs.
Hit 2 homers on opening day for Pittsburgh. Not bad for a guy who waited more than 10 years to start the season in a major league team. And there he is. Pirates, he had led all rookies in home runs last year with 21, and he was a late call-up off Clayton Kershaw. His 3rd of the season, 3-0. Now we're in the 9th inning, tied. Jamie Carroll on 3rd, no outs. Octavio Dotel gets Rafael Furcal. Carroll has to stay at 3rd. Matt Kemp, good game to watch. Manny Ramirez, 1 for 4 with a walk. That's not the one or the walk. He grounds out to 2nd. Dodgers strand a man at 3rd with no outs. Bottom 10. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ronnie Cedeno. Off Ortiz, Lasting's Millage scores. Pirates 4-3 walk-off.
The Mets. That's Ricky Nolasco. He went 6 2/3 of solid work. Mets were down 6-1, now down 6-2 when Reynel Pinto walks Luis Castillo, and Nolasco could use a good antacid as the Mets cut it to 6-3. So David Wright comes to bat with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Jose Veras puts that one by John Baker, but Baker hustles to the backstop, throws out Fernando Tatis, trying to score from third. Great hustle by Baker. Nolasco's like, that's what I'm talking about. We go to the 8th now. 6-4 Florida, 2 outs. Marlins closer Leo Nunez on in relief. Walks Fernando Tatis, bringing in Jason Bay. Mets cut the lead to 6-5. Next batter is Alex Cora. Nunez, a whole lot of movement in the set, and home plate umpire Las Diaz says balk. Gary Matthews Jr. comes in. Mets score their 6th run, none of which came on a base hit. So we go to the 10th. Hisanori Takahashi on the mound for New York. 2 on, Ronnie Paulino up the middle. Wes Helms coming around third. Gary Matthews Jr. coming home. Helms is in there. Beats the tag for Rod Barajas. Take another look at it. This is how close it was. Helms gets his hand in there just in time, and the Marlins able to get a key run home in this one after struggling so much to get runs home. Marlins take a 7-6 lead. They hang on. Tim Wood gets the save for them. Athletics, Justin Dukeshire back. First start since August 18th of 2008. He had hip and elbow injuries and a bout of depression. Milton Bradley touching him up for a home run. Seattle up 2-0. 5 2/3, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 strikeouts, and no decision for Dukeshire. There's your man, Kurt Suzuki, Neil.
Off my other man, Brandon League. So you got an 8-08 battle there.
Mark Ellis scores. A's tie the game at 5. Suzuki, once again, very well hit. Bradley, he's got a chance at the wall, but the ball bounces off the fence. Kevin Kuzma, now, he's coming around from first, and he's in with the game winner. Kurt Suzuki with his 7th career walk-off hit. Aloha. Oakland wins at 6-5.
Hi, may I help you? Kansas City and Detroit, another crazy finish. Jim Leland beat him on opening day when they make it 2 in a row. Let's go top 9, 2 outs, no one on. 2 strikes. Miguel Cabrera off Joaquim Soria. Foul pole, home run. We're tied at 1. Let's go bottom 11. Royals down 2-1. Jose Valverde got to come in and shut it down. Instead, Alberto Callaspo ties it up. The Royals, 3 of their 7 hits are going to come in the 11th off Valverde, including Rick Ankiel. Doubles to right. Willie Bloomquist coming around third. We're going to freeze it and zoom in and check this out. Third base coach. Stop. Scott Sizemore bobbles it, drops it. Air, Sizemore, Bloomquist takes off, scores the winning run. The Royals 3-2, their first win of the season.
14 with a homer in his career against Irvin Santana. Guess who started for the Angels on Wednesday? Carl Pavano started for the Twins. 13-year veteran, still doing it. Got Brandon Wood there. He struck out 6, no walks, a run and 6 hits in 7 innings. Top 4, no score, Justin Morneau. His 2nd in as many days. That's off Santana. And the Twins up 2-0. Bottom 9 now, Angels down 4-1. John Roush in to close it down for the Twins. Mike Napoli just close that. Howie Kendrick coming in to score. Angels cut it to 4-2. Next batter, Brandon Wood. J.J. Hardy with a flip for the out. 2nd save for Roush. Angels going to win it 4-2. Santana, by the way, 4 runs, 5 hits in 6 innings.
All right, Texas and Toronto. Rich Harden came over from the Cubs, got a ton of cash. 4th inning, game tied, bases loaded. Harden walks the number 9 batter, Travis Snyder. That brings in Vernon Wells. It's 2-1, and then he walks Jose Bautista on 4 pitches. The next batter, see ya. 3 2/3, 8 Ks, 5 walks. Top 5, mentioned Wells. He's an Arlington native. He goes yard. Must be the home cooking. Blue Jays up 5-3. This is his 12th season in the big. First time he's opened the season at his non-baseball home. And if some is good, more is better. He's got 3 home runs in 2 games. His daddy was there. He said his dad did a lot of cussing last season. He said his dad's all smiles in this one. Blue Jays 7-4. Phillies took the season opener against Washington rather easily. Jason Marquis making his Nationals debut. Bases loaded. Ryan Howard, no outs. 4-6-3. Double trouble. Pitcher's best friend right there, but Jimmy Rollins does score from third. Phillies 1-0. 2 batters later. Wild thing. Pass to Von Rodriguez. Placido Polanco scores. Phillies up 2-0. Cole Hamels. Now number 2 with the acquisition of Halladay. Ian Desmond makes it a 2-1 game with a solo shot, his first of the year. And then Ryan Howard in a 4-3 game. And it says here that this pitch, or this ball reached an apex of 172 feet in the air, which means it was super hot. Phillies win 8-4. It's no longer Cactus League, but there's plenty of cactus in this one. Tall cactus, long cactus. Arizona hosting San Diego. Second pitch of the game from Kevin Correa. Kelly Johnson, 434 feet. Bottom 5, Johnson. Off Correa again, 439 feet. Bottom 6, Chris Young off Correa. 4-3 Diamondbacks, 1,251 feet total. How about 1,706 feet of home run as Justin Upton picks on Edward Mojica. 4 Diamondback homers. Arizona wins it 5-3, your final.
Here we go. Number 10, Braves and Cubs. Ryan Terrio at the plate. It's not about him. Martin Prado makes a tough dig to Escobar, who bounces one to first. Let's take another look at that because it's a top play. Escobar barehanded, and Troy Gloss helping out of the end.
Engine number 9. Magic looked great. Then again, they were playing the Wizards. Jason Williams hits the 3 with 2 seconds left in the quarter. Matt Barnes deflecting the pass on the inbounds back to Williams, who gets 6 points in 2 seconds. The Magic win by a lot.
Number 8, Celtics and Raptors. Now, when you're a young guy, this is fancy. But when you're an old guy like Ray Allen, it's crafty because you're a veteran. We love you, Ray.
At 7, bartender, something on ice. We're parched. Darcy Tucker behind the back to Marek Svatos.
And it is 3.
That's great for the Avalanche, but Edmonton finishes home schedule with the win in overtime.
Number 6, Marlins and Mets. Jose Veras with a wild pitch. John Baker. What hustle by the catcher. Nails Fernando Tatis at the plate. Marlins win at 7-6 in 10, so every run was critical.
Now, Joey Graham is not an imposter, but Kevin Durant puts him in a poster. Eludes Nene, and then goes on Graham. Durant 33, Thunder lose.
Oh, Chase Budinger is on the wrong end of this poster, too. Oh, Ronnie Price putting it down. He goes 6-2. Budinger goes 6-7, but the price was right.
UEFA Champions League quarters, Manchester U against Munich. Nane. Anytime it's one name, they're good in soccer. Nane, good. More from this game, good.
Number 2, also from this game, late second half, Frank Ribery with a corner kick, plays it perfectly to Arjen Robben, who strikes it in for a goal. Now, look at how Robben curls this shot around the defender.
Look at how Arnold Palmer does it at the Masters Par 3 contest. Bartender, give me an Arnold Palmer lemonade right now, because we need to toast the 80-year-old king.
Wow.
Let's get ready for the Masters.
What a moment.